Grand Rising. Grand Rising. I'm doing fine. How you doing? I'm just looking out the window. You hear him snoring? Tony back there asleep on the phone with his girlfriend. Jacora asleep. Myron Jr. and Ashay, they sleep right here. They was looking at their phone pretty late last night, so they might sleep for a while. Tony on the phone back there with his girlfriend. They sleep on the phone together. That's the little girl I had a talk with, though. Told her respect herself. She's scared of me now. Tony said, Mama, you got that girl scared. But she apologized. She should be very scared. When I told Tony, you got to watch those, you got to watch those type of girls. Tony, he must have got a visitor yesterday in spirit because he acting so better. That's why I say yesterday was a good day. He was going to leave and try to go to his friend's house, but spirit must have told him come back home, and he did. I say, I'm happy you listen to your intuition. That's what you got to do sometimes. Let them go and let them see for themselves. But he came home. He made it the right decision. For real. He said, I just came back home, Mama. I know you want me here. I said, I'm happy you listen to your intuition because that's what it's about. Miss Kimberly, I don't know where she at this morning, but I just looked on Cash App. She sent me $20. She must have heard Myron fussing with me. He got mad at me yesterday because I bathed the children with his soap. So Miss Kimberly, you must have said, girl, take that damn $20 and go get your own, go buy some more soap. The soap I bought. That man is so crazy, Spirit. I don't even pay no attention no more. I was sitting here and I was thinking to myself, and I said, I wonder why everything in this world that I try to have for myself, I wonder why it always got destroyed, taken, lost, and I realized that it's a pattern that everything that I obtain in this world is either it gets damaged, it goes missing, it gets broken, it gets taken. I said, they don't want me having nothing in this damn world to live, ain't it? You ever have spoons and forks and stuff go missing? Huh? God blessed me with a truck. The title went missing. The keys to the second pair of keys to the truck went missing. And the truck got damaged. It's gone. My house key. I got to go to the office. My house key missing. Not only that, things that I like every now and again, I might go somewhere and buy me something nice. It can be anything. It could be wigs that I like. My daughter messed up two of my wigs. I had to throw them in the trash. It could be anything. Things that I like, it just end up broken somehow kind of way. I say, y'all love tearing up my stuff. Shirts that I like that I put up on top of my closet, they end up cut up or ripped. The things that I like, I put away. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't wear it like that all the time, but I put it up because if I go out of town or anything, I want to have those nice things. So I hardly wear them. Girl, when I go back and try to look for them, they be ripped up, toe up, a strap be missing. I'm like, why is it always my stuff? They got a lot of hate. They don't want me having nothing in this world. Not to myself. Not to myself. God gave me this place here. Now, certain people talking about moving and getting another place. Why? So you can mishandle me? I said I'm going to keep this place open until God open another door. You know what I'm saying? Spirit. Now, God gave me this place. Now, you want to look for something else because you got the work, the employment. That's where you want control. People want to control you. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't going to control it. They want to abuse you, really. They want to be able to take from you. And then you got some people, they just don't want you to have nothing to yourself. I don't care if it's a few dollars. You got to hide that. The little $20 Miss Kimberly just sent me, I transferred in a secret account and put it in savings. Just now before I got on here. That $20, I put it in savings in a secret account. Kenya. Hello from Kenya. Wow. How is Kenya? Y'all having storms over there? Like, is it any earthquakes or anything going on? Girl, I'm telling you, fork is gone. I ain't buying that stuff no more either. I'm gonna tell you something. When I go to the store, I buy like cups like this, Spirit. I save those cups until I can't use them no more. I wash them out and I reuse them. Cups like this, wash them out, wash the top out, and I reuse them. I ain't buying that stuff no more. When you take from me, you really take from yourself, and I'm okay because I know how to live. I know how to survive. When you take from me, you take from yourself because I'm gonna be good regardless. You know what I'm saying? Meaning I'm gonna make do with what little I got, but to you it's gonna never be enough. What do you mean the humbled priest? What you mean? I couldn't believe it, girl. Not saying I didn't have it. I'm not saying I didn't have all that stuff. Forks, plates. I'm just saying I don't know where the hell it went. It's weird. Another thing I realized too, I can buy some things. See, with my good intentions, when I have good intentions, Somebody don't like that. You ever went grocery shopping? You go, Poochie, stop, stop. I go grocery shopping. You know what I'm saying? And this happens often. And I know that it be me and Jakor, the kids. We clean the refrigerator out. Then we put new stuff in there. You know what I'm saying? And it's weird when we go back to look for something. And I check the receipt, because I keep all my receipts. You can't find it. You know what I'm saying? And then people will try to make you seem like you crazy, like you probably didn't get that. You probably didn't buy that. But I'll pull out my receipt and I'll get my pen and I'll go down my receipt and I'm like, see, I did purchase that. And I remember putting it up. Girl, it'll say, find me. When I be feeling like something be throwing my food away. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. Somebody probably like, girl, you crazy, you tripping. I'm not crazy or tripping. This mind works very well. And people be trying to make it seem like I'm crazy or I'm delusional, or they try to make it seem like I'm making up things off the top of my damn mind. And in my mind, I be hearing like, oh, they think you crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking like, these motherfuckers playing mind games with me. You know what I'm saying? So inside I be laughing like, oh, y'all trying to make it seem like it's me, but it's really y'all. You feel me? And why you want me to be seen like I don't got nothing? Why you want me to be seen as if I don't have anything that I need, like I can't take care of myself, my independence? Why you want to play with my independence? See, but y'all don't understand though. I like running with the wild. I do. I love running with the wild. I love being out there. I love running with the wild. Some people ain't gonna be able to take that. You feel me? I love it. Do you have ebony feet? Nope, I got a couple calluses right now. Okay? No ebony feet over here. A couple bunions and a couple calluses, baby, because I walk a lot. Do that turn you on? Couple hangnails and everything. Let me know if you like that. Mm-hmm. That's what you gotta tell them. Turn their ass off. Okay? Talking about some ebony feet. Baby, these feet done stepped in dog shit before and everything. Okay? I'm trying to make y'all sick to y'all damn stomach. These feet's been walking for a long time. Mm-hmm. In other words, I need you, don't want you. This is what I hear. Trying to understand what you're saying, Miss Monica. I'm trying to understand what you're saying. When you say, in other words, I need you, don't want you, this is what I hear. Need who? People need you, but they want to abuse you, though. They don't know how to communicate and just be real with you. You know. No, what I'm saying is it don't take a lot for me to be happy, is what I'm saying. It don't. But it's just crazy that people I don't know why people do that. I don't know why. They don't like to see that. It's been people probably been watching me for a long time. And I done had places where I got put out. I done had places where I had a storage unit, could pay my storage unit. Had to let those things go. Told people just come in and take what you want. I done had homes like that where I couldn't take the stuff with me. Had no truck, no help. Had to give the stuff away or tell people come in and take what you want. Throw the rest away. And, everywhere I go, though, I meet people. People be like, here, you could probably use this. You moving in? People give back to me, but it's like there's an energy. They don't want me to have nothing. It's an energy. And if you want to be seen like you taking care of me, why we ain't got nothing? I'm talking to the energy. Because this is the lies that they've been telling. If it's an energy that wants to show up as if they've been supporting you and taking care of you, God will tell you, sit back and let me see what they can do. Hell, shit. Won't nothing get done, I'm telling you. I be talking to people. When I open my mouth, I just be talking. And people might just volunteer and be like, I got this, or you could use this, or. It ain't a problem getting it back. It's not a problem. I'm trying to let this phone get on the charge, y'all, before we step outside. 10:10. Hey, my baby's on here. Everything. I'm looking at myself. That's what I'm looking around at. I always been losing things. I seen this girl. Well, I got word. I ain't see her. I have not seen her. But I got word yesterday when I went outside. My daughter came up here and told me that Myron's sister was hemmed up by the police out there. And I went out there, and I said, how you doing, officer? How you doing? I was speaking to him and stuff. They was speaking and stuff like that. But anyway, I got word from somebody else in the community that it's a little, I ain't gonna say that. I better not say it because I gotta, I can't say it right now. But what I will say is, if you a married man and you allow yourself, if you a married man and you got a woman that gets up every day, goes to work, and you sit your butt at home, right? If you allow yourself to sleep with something that you know to sleep around with a lot of people, you could see sores and everything on their face, and you got something good at home, your ass deserve a divorce. Okay? I'm just gonna say that. If you got something good and they get up and they go to work, this woman go to work, you creeping with something so nasty. I'm talking, you can see it. Blisters all on their shit. When what's done in the dark comes to the light, don't cry. Okay? Man up. Because your ass deserve a divorce. And she deserves something way better. Okay? Okay. Don't cry. And to the woman, because that could be anybody, hold your head up and say, God, you freed me. You saved me, God. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, because you deserve to know the truth. Say, God, you did me a favor. And go on and be free, girl. Shake what your mama gave. Tell him. Ain't nothing hidden these days. Hell no. I be having to pray, y'all. I be having to pray because I be getting word about stuff. People be telling me things. And I promise y'all, Forgive me. I be wanting revenge like a mug. You know what I'm saying? Because these is people be telling me things they crossed me before when I've been good to them. You know? For real. Did things behind my back thinking it would never get to me. But it always come back to me. But I promise you, I got some stuff on people right now, Spirit. You understand what I'm saying? And I ain't telling nobody until I put it in the right hands. I promise. And I ain't even like that. But I can get like that because people did a lot of things to me, though. Okay? And then, but I know it's a lot already happening, though, to them because I see it in real time. Things is happening to them already. They catching their karma. You feel what I'm saying? I'm telling you, Spirit. Some of these people play with my kids, and I love my fucking kids. And you don't know how far I'm willing to go to protect my children. And I know what y'all doing to y'all children. And I know how y'all. I'm telling you, you will hate me to send them people to your house. You feel what I'm saying? There's evidence. I promise you. You playing with my children. I don't even let my husband disrespect my children. Me and my husband get into it behind my children. Yet y'all want to play with me like I'm one of them. You feel what I'm saying? When I know what they doing to they poor children. Now y'all children need saved. I'm telling you. If you was to come question they children, you will see them they children put their head down. They don't even let them say hi to nobody. That's abuse. Mine be speaking to people. They be laughing and playing. They hiding their children. Because I'm telling you. Speak to one of their children. I tried to get this little girl down here one day. I wanted to give her some snack, Spirit, and speak to her. Her mama said, don't you speak to, just be abusing them. Calling her little girls bees and I beat you up, bee, and all type of stuff. They 9, 11, and 12 years old. But you want to call them on my children. Okay. Then you want to call the police a lot. You feel what I'm saying? On people around here when they ain't serving your ass no green. So since they not serving you no green, because I told people not to fuck with you, your ass start sleeping with people's husbands. I'm coming for the men next. When I see their ass, I'm going to check their ass too. Sure live. Mm-hmm. I was talking to my white friend yesterday, him and his wife over there. They got, they said they got land in the country. They got 2 RVs because he take care of his sick mother-in-law. And they got beautiful land. And I was talking to them yesterday because I said, friend, where you coming from? He said, we coming from the lake. And I said, you coming from Cypress Lake? And he was like, yeah. And he showed me they got a year pass because we be going, it's like $5 an entrance. But he showed me, he said he showed me his pass. I said, you got a year pass? He said, yep. I said, damn, why you didn't take me? I would have went with y'all while Myron was at work. Him and his wife and the kids could have played together. He said next time he'll let me know. I sure would have went though. He gave me a canned soda yesterday and a boudin, sausage. And he said they had fun out there. It'd be so fun getting away from here sometimes, y'all. I'm letting the phone charge up, y'all. Then I'm going to talk to y'all. Okay? Scared they will say something. Listen, I be sitting right here. But some of these people done messed up. You feel what I'm saying? When y'all let this certain entity that I'm talking about, I can't say it on here because I'm on point about something. I'm investigating. But when y'all let this certain entity know what you had, This entity is betraying y'all. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. That's why I've been told some of y'all in this community not to mess with this person. Don't deal with that person. I told y'all, I warned y'all not to deal with this person. If you see this person, they come to y'all, don't deal with this person at all. Some of y'all, y'all done messed up. Y'all done fucked up. Y'all done messed up. I ain't gonna lie. People don't listen. That's why I say all money ain't good money, but people don't listen. If you got a business, I don't care if you selling cool cups, candy apples, or whatever. If it's somebody that I don't fool with like that, I don't care about your money. No, I ain't got no cool cups today. I'm always say no to you. No, I ain't selling no. I closed down. I don't sell no candy apples. Well, such and such said you got candy apples, and I'm telling you, I fucking closed down. I don't sell that shit no more. I'm not dealing with you. I don't care how much money you got. And that's the same mentality, but some people just, they want that money. They want that money. They want that money. And all people you deal with ain't good people. See? Who is this on here? Let me see some. Deserve nothing. Pull up to one of my lives. If you can, I would love to have you on. The Boxing Scholar. Where he's going to catch some. He's going to catch some. I feel so sorry. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. That's that weakness, though. That's weakness. I like a man who will tell somebody ass off, though. I ain't gonna lie. I like a man who know his boundaries, who know how to stand in his you know what I'm saying, level of confidence. But I love a man who gonna let a bitch know, like, man, if you don't get the hell out of my damn face, yo, I don't like no weak individual. I don't like a man that, I get turned off by that friendly shit. And I always feel like you gotta be seen and you do things for attention. I do not like that at all. I don't like it. I don't like it. And that triggers me a lot too. Because I like to move in silence. You know what I'm saying? I don't like somebody you feel like you get something new when you feel like you gotta flash it in front of everybody. You want everybody to see what the hell you got. I don't like that either. You know what I'm saying? I don't like a show off for some reason. I don't. You said, but everybody deserve a chance. This your life. Be careful what you ask for. You raising your hands. I'm so serious, girl. I be turned off. Do you go out sometimes outside the house? That's it. I don't go to no clubs, no parties, nothing like that. No, none of that. I don't do that. I don't feel comfortable in that type of environment. I can't be around a lot of people. I get to having anxiety. Okay? I done been out. I done been like this for too long. I don't like those type of environments. I don't. Loud and shit. Oh, hell. I get to having a panic attack. I don't like that. I don't like a lot of loud music. Too long. Certain type of music. I can't deal with it. I get nervous or something. I do. Just like I get nervous talking to women. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why I get nervous talking to women too. Don't go back because God got you. I ain't going back. I see a lot. I see a lot of things that people don't see. I sure do. And I done been there and done that. I have. Now I see things. I know how they move. People are so foolish. Ooh, Miss Monica. People are so foolish, girl. You be hustling. People be hustling backwards. Y'all know I don't work. I be at home with my kids. I don't do none of that. But I'm just saying, I be seeing things like people probably can have a lot more if they would just change some stuff up. But you can't tell people that. You can't tell people how to run their life or run their business. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all be letting too many people around y'all like, I don't know what this is, okay? I'm just gonna let that go. We ain't gonna talk about that. I just see a lot of stupidity, a lot of stupidity, a lot of stupidity. Let's get off that subject. I'm getting mad. Aaron, Aaron, what is you talking about? I'm in the ark. God told me let the storm pass. Okay? It's a flood. Okay? Hey, Rick. Somebody said give your life to God. He's the same ones that's hey Teresa. New to this, not saying like I'm living in Daytona area. Daytona, that's by the beach area. 60 years now. Everyone moves here. Everyone defrauds in life. I don't. And I can't even barely get help because I'm disabled. I lost everything. You ain't lose everything, Spirit say. I'm telling you. You ain't lose everything. If that damn mind still work, I'm telling you. That's enough already. Mm-hmm. You say you will not fraud and take crappy, horrible jobs because I'm highly educated. Need to work so I can pay for my own medicine. I'm trying to understand what y'all saying. I'm trying to understand what y'all saying. True. Need to work so I can pay for my own medicine so it won't be used against me. I remember one time I needed some medicine. This was like 6 years ago because that's before I ended up getting my teeth pulled out. And I remember that at the time I think I had to recertify my Medicaid. Girl, I got in that car and I got to Googling some things in my area. And it was this place, I don't know how God sent it to me, but it was this organization and they help people get their medicine. You know what I'm saying? It was a long time ago, but I just remember in my mind I needed something and I Googled it. You know what I'm saying? In this place, they actually help, they have like, they help you get your medicine. You know what I'm saying? Okay? They do. They helped me get my medicine. Free. When I was hungry, girl, I was Googling some places, Googling some churches that offer hot meals, Salvation Army. I walked out of Salvation Army though, because, Salvation Army, okay, that's a little bit lower, like, I like, okay. So anyway, but it's always where there's a will, there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. Somebody said no shit. You say that's why you stay home crazy out there, girl. I'm probably more crazier. I just see a lot. But I ain't gonna lie though, it's a lot of people like in the community be trying to steer my son the right way and everything. I ain't mad at them. These older dudes to be over here living with their baby mamas and stuff, they love Tony. They do. They do. They do. They got kids too. I like the energy that I put out that I can attract back in my life. When I see people, kids out there, if I can, if I can redirect them or anything like that, you do something wrong, I'm gonna tell your ass you do something wrong. Some of these kids out here disrespectful as hell though. I ain't gonna deal with you. When you cross me as a child, I ain't dealing with your little ass no more. And then you gonna have to sit back and watch somebody else be loved, and you gonna be heartbroken. But you gonna think about it. But so Teresa states she lost her place of residence 6 years because of women handling her DCF case. She says she's not a criminal. I never defrauded them. So I had to pay rent late. I had to leave, and the women in the office were. Women in the office horrible too. Yeah, sometimes you gotta watch who you hang your ass around. I don't know. That's why I don't hang with everybody. You don't never know what type of energy they got and what follows them. Hell no, that's why I don't. I don't. But that's the energy they try to put on me too. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know why I'm hearing that for you. Sometimes it don't even got to be you. It could be bad choices, poor choices, who you allow yourself to associate with, and you don't even know they past, their history. You know what I'm saying? It could be the people that you ride for the most, and they got a bad name, bad. You just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You said it can help her get her meds in Florida too. Yeah, you just gotta call her. You gotta seek. It ain't the end of the world unless you believe it is. I'm telling you. Are you looking for a new love, or does commitment kind of bring you down? That's a good question. That's a good question. I wanted to say, I don't want to answer that, but I'm definitely not looking. Okay. I'm learning to love myself though. Um, Commitment can bring you down though. If you the only one, trying to change and become better, and other people not changing, they stuck in the past. I told you yesterday, Spirit say you could have jumped a timeline, and there is somebody or people that's stuck on the same. There's somebody stuck on an old wheel, or they stuck on an old timeline. Somebody is like behind time, and I don't know why I'm saying that, but I'm saying it. Okay. Back to the future. Somebody could be trying to bring you back to the past. I don't know what they're trying to do. I feel like you are the future though, like you know what I'm saying? But I don't know why I'm hearing that. Like somebody could be trying to bring you back to the past. And that keeps failing. You know what I'm saying? Bring you back to them. Or somebody could be trying to come towards you, wanting you to open up your heart because they want a hell no. Oh no, I'm telling you. I don't know why I'm hearing that. What you talking about, Miss Monica? What you talking about? Miss Monica be going off. I just know you be going off in real life. Miss Monica, they need that's what people be trying to bring out you though. You understand? People be trying to study you. They be trying to know your highs and your lows. You feel what I'm saying? You feel me? Because people be like, oh, you ain't really like that. I know you got another side to you. So it take a lot of discipline not to show people what it is they trying to feed out of you, like, and that's what people don't understand. It's a time for everything. It's on God's timing though. You know, they wanted to be on their timing because they be trying to steal and shit. But it be on God's timing. Okay? I don't know why I'm saying that. Everything ain't to be shown right. Like they be wanting you to uncover your hand or whatever this is. I don't know why I'm saying that. You too good for Salvation Army. Well, when I first started out on my journey, when I first started, after I graduated, I do whatever I had to do. And you never too good to not go seek help for yourself. You got to start from the bottom somewhere. I'm saying I whatever I had to do, whether if I'm going there to look for resources, ask questions. When you be thrown out there and you left out there without nothing, it's your mind against the world. You have to survive for you. So it was times where I just had a backpack. I might needed a clean shirt. I might needed y'all gotta change of shoes, throw the old shoes in the trash can outside, put something else on. You gonna do whatever you have to do. That's just my story. I'm not discriminating. I thank God for the times that I was going through things. All those places of establishments have been accessible to me. It ain't no shame in my damn game. That's how I made it this far. I didn't went to churches where I needed cases of water. I didn't went to places where I just say, excuse me, fire stations, can you just help me with gas in my vehicle? I'm trying to make it to the next state. Some people are like, I can't give you no cash, but follow me to this gas station. They gas me all the way up. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they give me like a grocery card. Will this help? Absolutely, it will. Thank you. And I go to my next destination. You do whatever you have to do. It ain't never no shame in my game. And it's a setup to when they say, hey, you qualify for Medicaid. And I know I'm back then 30 years ago. Hell no. I never had a problem with that stuff. I never had a problem with that stuff, y'all. And I know people be talking about things and then people join in the conversation because they get to talking about things. That's how they feed each other. Hell no. I never had a problem with it. I got Medicaid. My kids got Medicaid right now. That's how I was able to get my teeth pulled. That's how I was able to get my children some glasses. I don't got no damn problems with that, okay? That's another way try to bring you back to some shit. Like bring you back psychologically. So, okay, I don't know why I'm saying it about you, but I'm picking up a little something with you here, child, okay? I don't know if you tested me or what, tested my mind or what, you tested my patience or tested my gangster, but I don't know. I'm just playing. I'm not playing, but I'm playing, you know. Miss Teresa says she had a home of 20 years and she is living in a hotel now. Who knows they mess up her case up again. And she refused to say they're an addict or a drunk. All that crap they do to get out of trouble for her. Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay? It's okay though. Some things I ain't gonna try to get into. You thought I was Jaguar? Jaguar, what's the name, right? Y'all don't like her. She speaks some real stuff. Let me see what the charge on. It's about to storm. These storms are back to back too. That's why I say it's been flooding here too. It's been flooding. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Let me read this comment. Spirit say somebody is stuck. Mm-hmm. This person just stuck. It may feel like things ain't moving. Like, you know what I'm saying? That things ain't moving for you is what I'm picking up on. So you may be stuck in a very low vibrational state where you can't control a situation or something like that, but you're stuck. Mm-hmm. That's amazing. Give all the glory. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Then people have all this wealth and you have all of this, you know, you do good things in life, but you don't want to share it with nobody. You feel what I'm saying? It's people like me who don't have much be willing to share the little I have with people. It's crazy. It's our intentions. That's why I don't have it yet, Spirit say. Because God said you ain't finna share this with nobody. All these people had way more than you. They could have helped you up. They could have. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no materialistic person, so I'm grateful for whatever. You feel what I'm saying? But it's like Spirit showing me these people and people you didn't went on to college, you didn't obtain degrees and your bachelor's and whatever this is, or maybe you didn't went to law school, something I used to wanted to do. Look at the state trooper right there. Hey boo, you didn't went to law school or you know what I'm saying, you do something good, you know. People look down on other people like me, you know, who had to live. It's like I had to learn to live a different way from the rest of the world. They excluded me. You know what I'm saying? If that's the right word. But if you would Spirit be looking at like, what have you done with it? God be looking at that. What have you done with it? Because He looking at the world, how much growth is out there, you know. But He also looking down. God looks down at the broken, the meek. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of people who poor who actually are intelligent. It's a lot of people who are blocked, who are actually, you know what I'm saying? They got massive creativities. They can do whatever they put their mind to with the right training. You feel what I'm saying? When you looking at people like that, God looking at that. And then there's people too. This some of these people they obtain these things because they knew people who can help them to get, you know, or they relationships with people kind of help them to get in and get some things done, but they really don't know shit. Mm-hmm. And when it's time to test them on those degrees or whatever it is they got, you can be like, God damn, bitch, who let you in? I'm telling you, you be like, damn, how you get there? Just like Shamar. I ain't trying to talk about you, Shamar. Shamar, though, he funny as hell. That boy said, Shamar, what was your GPA in school? He said, my GTA. That nigga talking about Grand Theft Auto. Talking about my GTA was a 9. 9. What is a 90? I ain't laughing at Shamar. I like Shamar. That dude said, what was your GPA? He said, my GTA was a 90. He said, did you get your master's or, you know? He said, yeah, I got my GD. What did he say? He didn't say GED. I think I got my GAD. I think. I was bust out laughing like, you gotta be serious. But that's what they choose. People, this the type of people they rather help. You feel what I'm saying? That's the type of people they rather mock. That's the type of people they rather. There ain't nothing wrong with Shamar though. A lot wrong with him, but I'm saying ain't, you know, he got a lot of creativity. You know, I'm talking about ain't nothing really wrong with Shamar, but a lot wrong with him. But you know, that's the type of people they choose for real. Yep. And that's why we like this. Good people. I was talking to a lady about that yesterday. They do good people so goddamn wrong. Not saying you weak. Not saying, and when I say good, it's about your character, the way you carry yourself. I would never try to put a bad name or a label, make nobody look bad who I ever worked with. But it's always the ones like that that always get rejected. They like the ones, I'm telling you, they mess your name up. They mess your business name up. They bring heat to your establishment. Y'all like that for some reason. You like that. Everybody know your damn business. Telling you, it be like that. But I'm proud of Shamar making progress. But when it comes to education, somebody need to be teaching him a little education, like teach him how to read, teach him how to count. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, ain't no telling. Shamar making all that money, ain't no telling how much somebody done pocketed on the side. Because I know I would, because he's slow like that. Forgive me, Lord. I'm just saying, I know that somebody getting something from him. You know what I'm saying? He ain't able to count all of that. Shut up, girl. Okay. Let's get back to the content. I'm just being honest. Damn it, y'all. You know that boy got all that damn money, and whoever managing him know he can't count all that damn money. I don't care if they pocketing $100 each term. I'm just saying they getting some. I just heard, here they come. Hell no. Spirit say it's a flood. It's flooding. Ain't it? I know it is. Y'all, it's flooding where y'all at. Spirit saying that. And you ain't finna come like, I'm one of them. Like, look, I'm trying to tell you they did the same thing to me. Open up. Fuck no. My mama always told me don't open the door for strangers. I'm telling you, we was taught that young. When I leave this house, don't you open that damn door. We was taught that. You feel what I'm saying? Do you feel what I'm saying to you? One time, my children did that to me. I told them, do not open this door for nobody. Don't you know I came back, the damn kids left me outside for about 2 hours knocking. They said, nope, I'm not opening the door. Nope, I'm not. I'm left me outside for, and I was their mama. I couldn't even get mad at them. You know what I'm saying? I promise you. I told my children I'm gonna act like I'm an intruder to break in, go hide, and I did everything in my power to try to get them to come out and make noise and everything. And when I tell you, we got this very large bean bag. It's real big. When I tell you my damn kids unzipped it and hid inside there and flipped it upside down, I didn't even know where the hell they was at. They didn't come out either. Teach them that. Hell no, I'm not opening no damn door up. And that's what y'all trying to do, get me to open the door up. I don't care. I'm not opening no door up. Spirit just said that. My mama used to beat our butt too. When she do that, when she tell us not to open that door, not to answer that phone for nobody. If you don't see me calling, don't answer that phone for nobody. Because Miss Louise across the street, she might call you on purpose to see if you answer it. And you answering, I'm telling your damn mama with your hard-headed ass. I'm telling you, they all got on you back then. You know what I'm saying? Got your ass towed up. Sure did. That's how it was back then. It ain't like it is now. You see kids doing stuff and you confine it, you condone it, you hide it. I'll keep it hidden. I miss those days where the neighbors came together, the community came together and beat your ass. And I thank God for those hard times. Because now look at our children. You got to really pray now because they ain't got that no more. all the elders and the older people, man, who care. Some of y'all get mad if somebody tell you what your child did. You get mad, be ready to fight them people. That's why them people said, forget it. I ain't finna tell nobody about their damn children. Some of these people saying, I'm too old to be fighting with these people. See, you don't respect your elders. You don't respect y'all. We different. I be praying for God to send me some help to watch over mine, because they need that. You need people who gon' no, I don't. Last year I had them women in that office. They was just talking to my kids. Now you gonna do right now. And your mama tell me anything, I'm gonna get on your tail. Ooh, I was like, God, thank you. Because that's love. You know what I'm saying? Just allowing them to do anything and mess their life up, that ain't no damn love, yo. You can't be these kids' friends. You got to guide them right. And I was praying. I be praying for that. Love mine enough to get on their ass. I say that all the time. At their school, I say, God, follow their ass. When they go to school, monitor them, get on their ass. And sure enough, that school was going to give my kids some stuff last year for Christmas. But when they start acting bad, they canceled that. They canceled it because you know better. And I wasn't mad at them. Sure, right? You got a lot going on, Teresa. You got a lot going on. Hey, Miss Kimberly. Thank you for you know what, Miss Kimberly. I can get some soap with that later. Happy Sunday. Who was that? You said they lied to everybody about those degrees. I'm telling you, girl. Stop. And all that money went out. I'm telling you. People was going to school just for the money. You hear what I'm telling you? People was getting those grants and stuff just because they was offering money. Them people don't know shit. They don't know shit. Ooh, they paying good at this school. Go to college, girl. They giving all this good money out. And you don't, illiterate as hell, don't know nothing. I'm telling you, I know the game. I ain't worried about it. That's okay. They try to cheat me out shit. The truth be told, you don't know nothing. You see what I'm saying? You try to cause me to miss an opportunity. Blocking me so I couldn't have access to all those things. But it's okay, though. I was studying. I promise you, when it's time to test these people, that's why you can't save nobody's life. Forgive me for saying that. You going to school to do all of this, you should be able to apply the knowledge to save a life. Everybody cold blueing around this bitch. Excuse me, Lord, for saying that. It's the truth. Cold blue. Everybody don't know. Oh, what's going on? They don't know what's going on. Okay? Because they just got the damn money. I knew something was going on when that lady tried to give me the epidural. I mean, the anesthesiologist. Talking about this, the anesthesiologist. And when she came in and asked, how much do I need to give her? That's what sent me in fear right there. Because you telling me you got, how they let you in? How did you become an anesthesiologist? And you asking my doctor how much do I need to give her? Oh, hell no. Don't experiment on me like that no more. Okay? I'm telling you. I don't trust. I be scared. That's why I pulled my own tooth out one time. I be scared. I sure did. I was in pain like a mug too. I pulled my own tooth out one time. Sure did. Sure did. You silly. That was funny a little bit. Y'all be making jokes, but don't ever get it twisted. I cut my own hair off. Do you hear me? If I was to show you a picture of how my hair really was. Sit down, Poochie. Y'all be cracking like y'all be trying to crack on somebody who bald-headed, but don't ever get it twisted. I cut my own off. I didn't lose nothing. Naturally, I cut it off myself. You know what I'm saying? Meaning this was a choice. Okay? Yeah, but Janet Jackson, a beautiful woman. Watch your mouth, okay? Michael will get on your ass in spirit. I'm pretty with or without hair. Some of these people really ugly for real. Okay, that's why they need that shit. And tell them take their makeup and take that shit off. You'll really see them. You in New York? I know that's right. That's that. I know that's right. Very well said, Leo. And these people want me to feel like I'm missing out on something. I ain't missing out on nothing. I don't hate nobody for what they got going on because I'm gonna tell you something. Every car, and like when I did have vehicles, those were my vehicles. I just went ahead got me a cash vehicle. I ain't owe no car note. These people, they getting these new vehicles, they putting money down, but they paying car note spirit. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't hating on what nobody got. I always try to, when what I had obtained, it was mine. It may not have been the best, but guess what? Nobody was able to take it from me. It was mine. I ain't trying to live above my damn means. I'm trying to live. Okay? That's it. I don't know why I'm saying that, but I do miss having my vehicle. I do every day. Every day. I can't depend on people. I can't. This is like my hardest lesson right here, what I'm going through. This is the toughest one for me. Because people ain't gonna take care of me like I will take care of me. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what I don't like then, but I'm seeing people's real intentions though. You wanna make a fool out of me? You wanna make it seem like I'm incapable? Or you taking care of me but I'm really in lack? You can't take care of me like I can take care of me. They just won't do it. Realistically. Why? Because they're trying to hold on to things. You feel what I'm saying? People still want to hold on to things to make it seem like they got something going, make them feel sure about themselves. Man, you better get out here and live, yo. You better get out here and live. And I promise you don't believe everything you seeing, because some of these people you seeing, they ain't eating. They not. Because they want to splurge. They rather buy material shit and starve to death. Do you hear what I'm saying? They ain't buying vitamins and shit. They ain't doing none of that. Okay? They rather be out there smoking with the homies like, you know what I'm saying? I promise you. You trying to live. These motherfuckers trying to die. Y'all don't know why I'm saying that. I'm just saying. In a way I can read all y'all comments I'm skipping through. You got yourself a $2,000 truck. It's yours. That's what I'm talking about. And it's yours, and that's all that matter. And it is possible to do that. But it's crazy when you're around people, they don't want to see you with nothing. They don't want to see you with nothing. Hold on, Spirit saying something. Hold on. Spirit talking right now. Say that again, Spirit. When I said they don't want to see you, what I said? Why the hell would they try to hide you? Keep you hidden? Why? Spirit say debt. So somebody might owe some karmic debt. Because I feel like Spirit saying somebody try to keep your, like, why would you try to, it's crazy. Oh yeah, you doing it right. God, you doing it right, ancestors. You doing it right. You doing it right. Hell yeah. Okay. What I'm seeing. Let me see what y'all saying. It's an old truck. Mine was an old truck too. And she had an honor walk and she gone now. But what was inside her, the body was messed up, but what was inside her can be used in other vehicles. So she's still here in a way, she's just not with me. You know what I'm saying? I loved my truck. Them GMCs is great trucks. They good for electronic EVP, all type. I just like my truck. I don't care about how the outside look. She was a good truck though. We went places, I ain't gonna lie. I got that truck when I was in Texas, like Katy area, Woodlands area. And that truck done been to Kansas a couple times. That truck done been everywhere. That was my baby. And that's what I be looking for. I be looking for things that we can go far. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what I want. And I don't care what type of vehicle it is. And I'm manifesting. I gotta find somebody. I gotta find somebody, you know, who can donate me a vehicle. If they gotta, it ain't gotta be new. Since I couldn't get no donations, I'm praying and I'm looking for somebody who can bless me with a vehicle. Okay? It's more work in the world to be done. It is. It's a lot to be done. I want to be prepared. You know, I hear you, Spirit. It's on God's timing. It is, though. God done gave out a lot. And sometimes you got to collect back. You got to see what you done gave out. You know what I'm saying? I understand. Everybody got their season. Everybody do. So I'm okay with it. I am. It just be hard sometimes when you got people who money hungry. People who money hungry don't want to really do the right thing when they got money. They expect, you know what I'm saying? And then when you come up, it's always like when, and I don't even have access really physically. Spiritually, I have access to things when I go out and talk to people, but the way that they obtain money, you know, it's like they still don't want to do the right thing. They want to splurge and hold on to it. But when it's like when I get a blessing, it's always something, some kind of way need to be done, or you know what I'm saying? And I don't understand that. That you just don't want to see me have nothing. You don't want to see me save nothing. You don't want to see me be able to walk off or whatever it is. Because you know I don't mind leaving. People know that. When I get fed up, you know I don't mind making a move, but you don't want me to have what it is that I do have it though. It may not be physically where they can see it, but I'm going to always have it. Because it's not on the outside. It is on the inside. God proved that to me for a long time. And that's what they don't like. That's why they want me stuck. That's why I lost my transportation. Because they know that I'm going to go out there and get it because I'm not giving it to them. Because I'm not sharing it with them. Or I'm going out there doing the work using my energy. But I'm no longer giving it to you. That's where that's where they come trying now to destroy me. You know what I'm saying? Trying to stop me. Trying to block me. Because now I want something for myself and I'm seeking that. And they don't want me to meet the right way. They don't want me to meet the right person. Because we going to take off. They don't want that. And they know I meet the right person. Ain't nobody getting in. Because I'm going to be able to see it and smell it a mile away. They know that. They know it. It ain't going to be nobody else. It ain't. It ain't going to be nobody else. That's gonna be it. You say you can live off of what? For a good week. Right now, you can look in the yard, persuade. Mm. You say you not what? What's polygamy? Polygamous. I don't know what you talking about, Miss Teresa. I mean, yeah, that's your name. You going in and out. It's like you going in and out. That's what it feel like. Feel like you got one foot in and one foot out or something. And I don't know if people trying to get in my head. I hear you singing, bird. You singing? Mm-hmm. I love life though. I do. I love life. It's okay to fall down, lose things, and feel good sometimes starting over. I ain't gonna lie. It's a feeling that I can't even explain. And when you sitting somewhere for too long, it's like you be expected. It's like if it's something that feels good about losing it all and then working towards getting it back. Something feel good for me, you know. Now this a different phase in my life because now I'm at a standstill. You know what I'm saying? I've been a certain way ever since I was like 13, 14 years old, running away from home, just taking risks, taking action. Something changed now. It's a little bit different for me because now I'm at a stand. God got me, maybe in rest or just a season where I need to be reflecting or, you know what I'm saying, you know, looking at my energy and seeing what it is that I feel, you know. Am I going to carry some type of burden feeling like I'm the blame? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I just like to try to achieve things on my own sometimes, you know. I do. Maybe God's saying now it's time for you to, I don't know. You say you get $9.90 a month. It's hard. You disabled. Something is better than nothing. That's a blessing to me. $9.90 a month. It's a blessing. That's a blessing. People be listening, spying. It's like when you be talking, they peeking their door out, they listening and stuff. You know, people looking like, why you? They look at your life. Why you so blessed? How you obtain what it is you have? We got way more than you. They don't understand it. You authentic. Just be yourself. It's always gonna speak volumes. What's on the inside of you. And Spirit say real gonna always recognize real. You know what I'm saying, Spirit? Mm-hmm. You gotta stop claiming that, I hear. You had a blue Chevy with a stick. I never drove a stick shift before though. You had to let it go. Yep. They spying. It's crazy, spirit. It's crazy. People be want to get in your energy so bad. You bought your husband a 87 long bed GMC and he just let it rot. Oh, really? Yeah, you got to keep fighting through. You got to. You have to. What does it mean when someone says there's a shadow figure passing through the body? Said from Brujo in Mexico. You said what? You from Mexico? I don't know. Mm. Greetings from Republic of Kende. Where is that at? Where is that at? Is that in Africa? Where is that at? Look at your tribe, girl. Where they people coming from all over the place? And the spirit talking about the knowledge. That's what I'm talking about. So even though they try to keep something hidden, so they can keep your tribe separated from you or whatever this is, spirit showing me. Hey, boo. They still, yeah. That's why spirit say keep speaking. He said you had a money curse. What? You have a stick shift. Okay. You know why spirit say, who is that? Miss Teresa. And I feel like that too. Why can't we get help, any help when we need it? And I feel like I just heard spirit say because it's not genuine help. If it's not genuine help, your ancestors, that's what I'm gonna say. My ancestors is riding the hell out of people. You feel what I'm saying? Because if it's not genuine, you don't need that. I'm hearing that. I feel like I gave people genuine love, genuine help from a pure heart, from a good intentions, because it just be in me. To me, it used to feel good to help people. It feel good. But when it's your time to get that back, I didn't watch people call themselves helping me, and it didn't feel good to them. They abused me. You know what I'm saying? Uh-huh. That's what I'm telling you. Like 20 years old, and I know they're lying, trying to get me. Hell no. Ain't that some shit, spirit? That's how it be too. I'm sorry, y'all. When you in a dark place and you going through something, people disappear. When you got to bring yourself back out of a situation, or you coming back out because your strength, people do things to you and they be feeling like they got you. And it's like when you come back out of something, or they can see you rising back up, here they come again. Look at that demon down there. You know what I'm saying? You say you walked for 10 years and pulled my buggy to get my food. Sitting with getting it. Oh, nah. I can't do that. I can't do that. I did that when I was young with my mother. We walked everywhere. I remember that, especially when she used to work at Lake Erie as a librarian in Pennsylvania, Erie, Pennsylvania. I remember being little. Sometimes we used to have to walk down there and meet our mother at her job, Lake Erie. We sit in there with her. She was a librarian. I think she was a librarian. We sit down there with her. Some days when she get paid, she like, y'all meet me down here at Pizza Hut downtown. Me and my brother walk downtown. Pizza Hut, that's when I used to have. I used to love those little personal pan pizzas. She used to get paid, and we go to this little, I think it was like D&K. I don't know if that's the name of it. I'm just thinking. In Pennsylvania, this was a long, long, long time ago. But I think the store that was on Peach Street or Parade Street was called D&K. And I remember she bought me this little my size baby doll. You know what I'm saying? I was little. It used to be my size, you know. I remember stuff like that. D&K. And I remember another store, J&R's. G&R's. Is that what it is? I don't know. I was little. But I just remember those things, you know. Yeah. You don't even see stuff like that no more. Christmas time, my grandmother had them big old trees in her yard. My mama little, she like 4'11". She'd get that ladder, we coming home from school, she'd be hanging up those icicle lights on the house and wrapping them around the trees. At nighttime, them lights be so damn pretty, yo. I remember stuff like that. Beautiful, man. And that little woman, I'm telling you, that's why I try to keep that going for my children. Like, a lot of people don't believe in Christmas and all of that stuff. That's fine. You never deprive a child of their childhood. You allow them to get older and make their, decision on what it is they choose to believe in. But I believed in the tooth fairy. Lose a tooth, wrap it under my pillow. My mama put some money under there. The tooth fairy came. We had an imagination until people start hating and they try to take that from you. Strip your mind away and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And I used to climb trees and everything when I was little. I used to like climbing trees and going by Frontier Park in Pennsylvania. It's called Frontier. That's the pond. That Frontier Park I'm talking about was at Cascade Park in Erie, Pennsylvania, called Cascade. And my brother, the one who set my hair on fire, that boy though, that's the one his ass done snuck over there one time, Frontier Park, and his ass done jumped in that damn river. And that thing underneath sucked his ass up under. It did, but it spit his ass back out. Sure did. He almost drowned. But he held his breath long, though. And was laughing like a motherfucker. And was laughing. Knowing you ain't had no business doing that. Jumped in the damn Frontier thing. And the thing that's underneath, the filter thing. That tunnel, sucked his ass in. And he held his breath and it spit his ass back out. Yep. Spirit, you got to be grateful for what y'all have. You got to be grateful. Some of y'all got to be grateful for what you got. I ain't lying, Spirit. And then you still got your life. Like, be grateful for what you have. Some of us lost everything. We ain't got that. You know what I'm saying? But you got your life. I got my life. As long as my heart beating. I got breath in my body. I got a roof over my head. I got food on the table. And when I don't, you got breath in your body to carry on, to seek, to try to go get it again. There's some people right now ain't waking up in the hospital. Somebody just got bad news in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? Somebody at work right now just got a call that their loved one got in a terrible accident. It's always something. And I'm going to say something too. I'm in Louisiana. Somebody need to Interstate Highway 220. Y'all need to send some people out there. I don't know where the city workers at. The grass is tall on the intersection. They not cutting the grass. The state. Intersection 220 here, Highway 220. We went over that road the other day, just riding, taking the kids to Wendy's. I see it's wood with nails in the road. It is large potholes. It's unleveling of the ground. You got tires, split tires, this on the road. It's a lot of people lost their life on Highway 220. 220 is a cursed highway. And I don't know whoever owned that highway, you need to do better. You need to get some work done on that highway ASAP. You really do. You really do. I'm disappointed. I was disappointed. I was holding on going down that road. That's what you call a highway to hell. That highway is cursed. It's a cursed highway. Highway 220. Many people lost their lives on that highway. I was seeing spirits and shit just riding. I was riding, seeing seeing things on that highway. So where's the state, the people that they getting paid though? That's why I'm telling you, they don't know shit. You didn't hire these people and they supposed to be doing maybe like I don't know what you call that. Is that construction, groundskeeping? And they start paving the street. They don't smooth it out, or do they fucking finish? So you have a little part that's smooth on one side, then it on the other side, and then it ends right there. These people is getting paid. They supposed to have qualifications. They supposed to know this shit. You know what I'm saying? And then where is the people that supposed to go out and get that stuff off the intersection? The wood planks that's out there with nails on it. That's how I got in that wreck though. I got in that wreck, and I believe if I had the money to sue the state of Louisiana for what happened to my vehicle, I would. I sure would. I sure would. They owe me a vehicle. The state of Louisiana owe me a vehicle. They sure do. They sure do. Somebody said, were you high? Not yet. When I got in the wreck? Not yet. Is that the response you want? Shit. That's your answer. Were you high when I lost control of the vehicle? Not yet. You say you keep seeing a van setting down the road for sale. I keep saying this for you. No, I don't live close by. But that made me smile, though. Just the thought of your intentions, though. That made me smile. Why you laughing? That's the you. Do you ask me a question? What, you want me to lie to you? I ain't finna lie to you. Shit. Was I high? Not yet. Didn't even get a chance to get high. I've been blessed. You say you going to the mountains. I love the mountains. I ain't been there in 3 years, 2 years, 3 years. And I miss Greenville, Texas too. Greenville, Texas. I got some friends out there, Pastor James, and one man said he homeschooled. Him and his wife homeschooled their children. She got grown, their daughter, and she went to Tennessee. She got a scholarship. She got a grant, some kind of access to something in the college. They homeschooled their children the whole way. And their oldest daughter, she going to Tennessee, some type of music school, something she doing. And that's amazing. That's amazing. Very nice people I be thinking about. Somebody still stuck in that damn lustful. Somebody got a sex demon on them too. They sure do. And y'all need to be careful. For real. And that might be what the hell they hiding. But you can't hide it. I see it. You know what I'm saying? Uh-huh. Who got tax exemption? The churches? Depends. It depends on, I'm telling you. I can relate to what you saying though. When we came here, that's why I had to drive. I ain't gonna lie, we had to drive an hour away from where we at right now just to find help at a different church. We had to go in a whole nother jurisdiction. But where we was at right here, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I just gotta tell y'all the truth. I had went to this real big church. It was it's a black church around the corner over here, man. And I went to this church, and the man opened up the door. He said, "Go on in, talk to the secretary, the lady in the the office, right?" Black woman was in there, and we greeted her. You know what I'm saying? Because when the man opened up the door, we said, "How you doing, sir? Is there anyone that we can speak to?" And he said, "In regards to what?" And we told him, powerful. And we told him, in regards to this light bill we had. You know what I'm saying? At that time, I ain't gonna lie, I think we owed $75 more, Spirit. So anyway, he said, "Yeah, we got people in here like that. Go talk to the secretary that's in the church office over there." And when we went to go talk to her, we knocked on her door. We waited to come on until she invited us to come in. We knocked, and she said, "Hey, how y'all doing? Y'all come on in." You know what I'm saying? Had the kids and everything. And she said, "How can I help you?" And we was like, "Hello, how you doing? My name is such and such. This is my husband, such and such. These are our children. And we wanted to know, do you have a program, or do you have anything, do you have a process where people in the community, like if we needed help with our light bill?" And she said, "You got your identification?" I said, "Yes, ma'am, I do." She said, "May I see the bill?" I said, "Yes, ma'am, you can." Showed her the bill. She said, "Yes, we do have someone who can help with that. Let me call them." She ended up calling them on the phone or something, and I don't know what they said. And she was like, "Oh no, we don't do that. We don't." What'd she say? "Oh, we don't do that." Her whole attitude changed though. With whoever she got off the phone with, her whole attitude changed. "No, we don't." First she said, "Yeah, though. Yeah, we do offer help through the benevolent." That's what she said. She said, "But you have to fill this out." I filled it out. There was a clipboard with paperwork with my information on there. They also wanted like your account number to your light bill and stuff like that. Identification and stuff. They gonna call and verify it with the light company. Cool, that was fine. But when she made a call with somebody, I don't know what they said, but I know her perspective, her energy changed, her attitude changed. And she said, "Oh, we don't, that's what they said. Are you a member of our church?" And we said, "No, we not a member of your church." You know what I'm saying? "But we believe in God." That's what we told her. "We believe in God. We're not a member of your church, but we pray. We believe in God." And you know what I'm saying? I even said some things to her to let her know that I believe in God. And then she's like, and whoever she spoke to must have asked her, like, were they a member? And that woman whole demeanor changed. And when she said that, when she said, "Oh, I don't know what to tell y'all. We can't help y'all with this. I don't know what to tell y'all." And I said, "Well, I know what to tell you. I'm going to show you how my God works." You know what I'm saying? I said, "God going to take care of it, but God bless y'all anyway." And I'm going to tell you, we went out that same day after we left her church. We drove an hour away now, y'all, to a white church. I promise the Spirit, and I ain't making it about no racism. I love everybody. I love people. I'm just telling you the fact. I promise we drove to a white church, Spirit, and people said, "Come on in," with a smile, offer us bottle of water, kids bottle of water. And we explained to them, "Hello, how you doing? Our name is such and such." They were smiling, talking to us and stuff like that. I think they told Myron Jr. like cool hat or something. Some people ain't even, we told them that. We was trying to find assistance with the remainder balance of this light bill. It's just like $75. The man said, come on in, we got you. Come on in. Can you, gave Myron a phone and said, can you contact this company, the light company right here, get them on the phone, and we'll make the payment over the phone. I ain't gonna lie, Spirit, I couldn't believe it. After they did that, I went right back to that black church. And I said, I just want to let you know. I asked the man, he opened the door again. I said, is your secretary, is she still in there in the office? He said, yeah, I think she's still in there. And when I went in, I knocked on the door. I said, how you doing, ma'am? I said, I just want to let you know that. And I know you said you don't know how we going to get this paid. You don't know what's going to happen for us. And I don't know what y'all going to do. There's nothing we can do for you. Because you could have just prayed for us. You know what I'm saying? But your whole demeanor changed. Like, you could have said, baby, I'll pray for y'all. And pray that I know God going to make a way. When they asked, was we a member of their church? Oh, no, we can't help you with that. I don't know what y'all going to do. I don't know if there's anybody around here who can help y'all with that. So I don't know what y'all going to do. I said, I'm going to show you I believe in God and I know what God can do. And when I came back, I said, how you doing, ma'am? I'm back. I said, I just want to let you know that God is good all the time. And there was a church that found it in their heart to bless me and my family so our kids wouldn't be sitting in the dark. And I want to let you know this is how good God is. And it said paid in full. And she was like, she couldn't say nothing. I said, you still have a blessed day. I sure did. Y'all tell whoever you talk to, I'm going to pray for y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. I promise. You scared of the big churches? When I was homeless, Tony and Cece was like 2 and 3 years of age, when I made the decision to leave Houston. Okay, Tony and Jakor was like 2 and 3 years old. I didn't tell my family. I got sisters and older brothers that's out there in Houston. We got different daddies though. Because I told you after I graduated Mississippi, they dropped me off in Houston to stay with my siblings, my older siblings. I didn't want to be a burden on them. They was married. They had their own life going. I didn't stay with them long. But anyway, I ended up getting pregnant with Tony first and then Jakor. When their grandfather had that massive heart attack on his birthday, because that's who I was staying with. He loved his grandchildren. Yeah, he did some things in his past, though. I ain't gonna lie. My father-in-law, Terry Alonzo Rogers, he was in prison for they gave that man like 40-something years. He got out kind of old, though. But he ended up going to church, redirecting his life. He ended up getting married. And when I got pregnant, their father took me to go meet his daddy, which is my kid's grandfather. So we ended up moving in and staying with them for a while till I had the children. And he was a real great grandfather. I ain't gonna lie, Spirit. But he went out there on his birthday, July 22nd, 2013. That was his birthday. He said, Sugar, this is what he said to me. He said, Sugar, I got my grandbabies a stroller. I said, Pop, you ain't have to do that. I said, you did not have to do that, Pops. I was walking with a little buzz. You ain't have to do that. He said, no, Sugar, I seen it. I copped up on a deal. He said, I'm going to go to the car and get it. Now, they've been wanting to operate on his heart, though. They've been wanting to put this pacemaker or whatever this thing is in his heart. But he said, back in his days, he was a big drug dealer, okay, in Texas, Dallas area. And some Colombians shot him up. So he had a big old scar like from here to here, where they did surgery and they broke in his house and, Colombians back then. But he said, Sugar, I ain't letting them cut on me no more because they wanted to operate on his heart. They said his heart was only beating at a certain percentage. He said, nah, Sugar, I ain't. Pops did not quit, though. Every day he was trying to get up and go do something. Every day he was trying to get up and go do something. He was living his life. Every day he was getting up, doing something, man. And on his birthday, July 22nd, he said, Sugar, you'll cook us some of that good old baked chicken you be cooking. I said, absolutely, Pop, I'll cook it. He gave me the chicken. I started cleaning it in the sink. And then he said, I got something for my grandbabies. He was so happy, yo. I said, Pop, you ain't have to do that. Because he used to take me to work and everything. Walmart on the north side. Him and his wife used to drop me off. They was helping me. But when he went out there to that car, because he had a BMW, it was seconds. He went down the stairs, went out there, popped that trunk, and that's all I heard was the knock at the door. And I opened the door, and the girl, it was a girl, said, "Is that your father-in-law outside? He laying on the ground." And I ran down the stairs, and Pop's trunk was open, and his eyes was looking straight up, and his stomach swelled up, and I was on. I tried to pop. It wasn't no response though. And I lift up his head, and he hit his head. There was blood on my hands, and I was trying to do CPR on him, and I was panicking though, like pop. It wasn't no life, like no. His chest wasn't even like you know what I'm saying? It was just like it just swelled. His eyes was looking straight up. So the white girl came, a big heavy white girl. She was like, "Baby, get up," because I was crying and stuff. I couldn't bring him back. He was with no response, no sign of life. The big woman told me, "Baby, it's okay." And she helped me she was doing CPR too. We called 911, and when the paramedics came, they put Pop in the ambulance. I remember on his birthday, God called him home. For real. On his birthday, God called him home. And the ambulance, the people, they were so sweet. They called me and they was like, "We want you to know, we want you to calm down." That's what they were saying to me. And they was like, "We want you to know that he didn't feel no pain. He had a massive heart attack." But I felt bad. I carried that for a while because it was like, that was the last thing on his mind. "Sugar, I got something for my grandbabies. This going to make you so happy." And I was telling Pop, like, "Don't go get it. I'll make my baby daddy," which is his son, "when he get his ass here, he can go down there and get it." "No, Sugar, I'm going to go get it." That was the last thing on his mind, just. And Pops was gone. He was gone. I even tried to find him here. I remember going to Houston with his family, his daughters and all of them. Not Houston, Louisiana. He from Shreveport. And we came out here to bury him. I know he in Moortown Cemetery somewhere, but nobody never got him a headstone. So when I tried to find him, take the kids to go see him, I couldn't find him. I turned the Ghost Box app on and everything, and I heard him say, like, "over here." Like, I heard, like, I know he buried by a tree. You know what I'm saying? But I turned it on, like, "Pop, can you tell me where you at?" I just did that. Like, "Can you tell me where you at so I can find you?" I know he by a tree. I knew I was in the area. I just didn't know where he was at because he don't have a headstone. Mm-hmm. I don't know what the hell y'all talking about, Spirit. I told you, Spirit say a lot of these people stuck. Okay? I don't know, Spirit. I'm hearing Spirit say right now that everybody can't go with you. I keep telling you that, Spirit. You going to a new place. It's like, you know what I'm saying? People know that you good. People are grieving. People know you got a good heart. You got real good intentions. People know it's a big loss. Okay? And that's just what I feel. That's just what I feel. And you got people trying to attach themselves. You know what I'm saying? Okay? And I'm telling you, I'm picking that up. Then when Pop passed away, his wife, Miss Marilyn, she passed away. And the last thing I heard was one of her sons went to jail for messing with his niece, though. They got his ass locked up for messing with it. They caught him on top of his niece, the little girl. And I didn't fucking know that. Sure did. And I connected with her in spirit. I did. I connected with her in spirit. And she was having seizures a lot, too. She was having a lot of seizures. She used to have a lot of seizures. She a nice woman, though. She used to have a lot of seizures. And I connected with her in spirit. Last time I connected with her in spirit. Then I had a homegirl that when I lived with my kid's grandfather, the time I was pregnant with Tony, there was my other homegirl that stayed with us too. Her and her baby daddy. Okay? His name was Zoe and her name was Shalonda Wilson. Okay? She was pregnant same time I was pregnant with Tony. Man, don't y'all know my girl went back to Colorado Shalonda Wilson, they didn't found my girl on top of a mountain in a truck, deceased spirit. You know, somebody took her on top of that mountain out there because she was trying to get into some type of music. You know what I'm saying? I told her don't ever go back there, though. I told her don't ever go back there, yo. She done went to Colorado. I done got word, like, she gone. And I connected with her in spirit. Because I wanted to know what the hell happened. You feel what I'm saying? And she told me she was set up, though. Somebody she trusted told her to come to the top of that mountain. Cause I ain't gonna lie, she hustled, okay? If y'all know what I'm talking about, she kind of hustled a little bit too. She was in the music, she was trying to do music, but she also, you know, she Shalonda a hitter, okay? And Shalonda used to hustle though, to pay her way in her music, like with her music and all types of stuff. But somebody lured her, told her to come to the top of that mountain. It was like a group of individuals. I know who they are. And they set her up. They was drinking. She said they was drinking and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? And then they set her up, hit her upside her head with the gun. Her child, their child was there, the little girl. Their child was there, the little girl. Okay? They thought they was going up there to celebrate because they, you know, thought they was going to come into this music thing. You feel what I'm saying? She told me this in spirit. Thought they was going to come into this music thing together. But it was like an initiation. She got caught. They took her backpack. They robbed her. They raped her, and everything. And they shot her. Left her on top of the mountain in the back of the truck. Whoever came up there in Colorado, that mountain, and rangers, they found her daughter though. Ended up giving the daughter back to the family, but she was gone. Shalonda, she was gone. That's my girl. Somebody betrayed her for that music shit, and the person that betrayed her, you down low, you doing things. You know what I'm saying? This person caught their karma though. They caught their karma. They catching their karma. Okay. And then I know she told me, she showed me though. She showed me the setup with the brothers, the lover, the young brother. She showed me what they did to her. And you ain't gonna believe who she say shot her. The son, the brother. You know what I'm saying? The young brother. You know what I'm saying? Because you would never expect a child to be a cold-blooded killer. That's deep, ain't it? Whoever planned this never expected people to look at this young boy as the shooter. But he's the shooter, the young boy, the brother, the young brother. My girl gone. I never got to go to her funeral. That's my girl, though. She was a hustler. She was strong, though. But I told her not to go back. I told her not to go back to her hometown, not to go back. You can't go back to your hometown. Sometimes it be like that, though. You can't go back and, you know, you try to do something good for yourself. And then you try to go back to try to make something. You don't, oh, you know, you can't sometimes. You didn't put in that work. I told her not to go back. I told her not to go back. And then when you dealing with somebody who really got insecurities. A lot of these people who get in this industry, a lot of them don't really know who they are. A lot of these men are they want to be respected. They want to, you know, they want to be valued by the world. It's like they be looking for things in other people. And when you're dealing with somebody who really jealous of you, they it's some jealousy there. But that could be your lover. You understand what I'm saying? And your lover, you go harder than your lover, especially if you somebody and you go hard because she was a good rapper. You know what I'm saying? But if you go harder than your lover, it's gonna be some jealousy, some type of way. And when they willing to take a bribe, I definitely done seen some stuff. And when you try to get in my energy, I'm telling you this so that you'll know. When you try to get in my energy, the things that I have seen. I had a home girl to stay right across from us in Houston. She didn't mess with her baby daddy no more. And I told her, you need to cut off all communication. Because she was kind of off a little bit, though. She was like, you know what I'm saying? She was like getting an SSI check. But she had a little girl. And I was trying to school her, like, if you not dealing with your baby daddy, cut off all communication from the family, because family ain't gonna betray each other. They gonna always work together with each other. She ended up not letting the baby daddy come around the little girl, but she ended up falling for the trap. He sent his brother, which is her brother-in-law, to try to holler at her, to tell her that he wanted to see the little girl. I want to see my niece. Like, I just want to come see, you know what I'm saying? Because she didn't want the baby daddy to know where she stayed at. But she fell for it. And I didn't know, though. She ended up telling the damn brother where she stayed at, yo. And don't you know, because I stayed across, just like these apartments is. She stayed across from me. Man, don't y'all know, I don't know what the fuck happened. I just know that the little girl came about 5:40 something in the morning, knocking on our door, me and my baby daddy in Houston door. And the little girl was like 5 years old, but she said, "Please help my mommy." That's what she said. And I remember, like, I tell my baby daddy, his name Tony too. I said, "Come on, man, come over here with me right quick." I said, "The little girl said she need help, you know, my friend." Y'all, he must was beating her all night, okay? Because when we opened up that door, the little girl must have went to sleep, though. That's why the little girl didn't know nothing. When we opened up that door, when I tell you, it looked like a tussle in there. Stuff was knocked over on the wall. TMI, no children should be on here. It was blood, like smeared. You could see dark spots, like it was like boo-boo on the floor, blood on the floor. And when I went in there, like, "Where your mama at?" She was on the bed upside down like this. She lived, though. She lived. But he cut her neck like twice, but his dumb ass cut it in the wrong spot. But he had her tied up to a fan. She lived, though. But he tried to take her ass out. He did. She was tied to a fan, throat cut, beat up. She said, "He did this to me." I said, "Who did this to you?" She said, my baby daddy's brother." I said, "Why the I couldn't really, Yeah. But I ain't gonna lie. Them dudes that was on the north side of Houston, they went looking for his ass. They did. They went looking for him. And I heard they whooped his ass, like, I'm telling you. That's what I heard. I heard they caught him. I know sometimes I'm like, "Oh, you guys pass on," and like, I need some time, and it's probably leading me to be good things. Wait, I guess it's already coming through. Let me see. Myron, see, Myron got to speak up too. That's why I say God, God be mad with Myron sometime, because Myron got a testimony too, though. Myron got a cousin out here. If you from Shreveport, you probably know Shangalang. Anybody on here? If you from Shreveport, you know Shane. That's his first cousin. Myron's real close to that dude, Shangalang. And Myron was, I wasn't with him then. This is just his story. I wasn't with him. I don't know. But Myron was real close to Shangalang. Shangalang, you know, he had a plate in his face because, I guess he got shot up one time by the laws. But he was he used to be in a wheelchair. But Myron, that stick, Myron say he still be driving with that stick. But anyway, Myron went through some shit too, though. Myron was driving his cousin to the liquor store a long time ago. And bullets just ridiculed the car. And Myron said he just laid down and drove. He didn't even see. He said he drove himself, drove them up out of there. But his cousin was hit. He died. Myron drove him home, and he died in the car. He died in that car, though. Myron got a bullet right now in his leg. Myron need to testify. I'm telling you. And God be wanting you to speak up about things. I'm telling y'all. God be wanting you to speak up. The goodness of God, yo. And that's why people don't understand when I say I'm done. I'm done with a lot of this shit because I have seen so much. You understand what I'm saying? When you come to a certain point of your life, you change. You hear me? When you done seen so much, you do got a damn decision. You do got a decision. Do you want to, like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta change. Just some things you just, It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it, yo. People losing their lives every day, based upon their decision making. In your mind, you believe you can get it done, but in God's mind, He telling you this is it. It won't be no more tests. It won't be no more. And if you feel like you are more powerful and strategic, more than God, you are in for a rude awakening. God is a master planner. You know what I'm saying to you? I'm telling you, God gave you this mind to think, but if you think you can outthink God, you in the world of trouble. I seen it. Ain't no telling how many dead bodies I seen. I promise to God. I promise to God, when we found, asked Myron to tell you it was me who did a reading and located his cousin who went missing. We found him in a forest. Myron will tell you, I promise you, God showed me what happened to him before we even found him when we were still looking for him. You feel what I'm saying? I promise you. God ain't playing. These people think they more crazier than God. You feel what I'm saying to you? You think you have more power than God. God gave you your power. God taught you everything that it is that you know. Don't ever get too big-headed. I'm telling you, when you want to come up, that's why I say now you want to you want to come up against God now. Now you want to come up against God. Okay. Warning before destruction. Warning before destruction. Coming up against God. I promise you. It be all fun and games, Spirit say, when you can put other people through it. But when it's your turn, baby, you ain't gonna know when it's your turn. That's the thing about God. You ain't gonna know when it's your turn. It be all fun and games, Spirit say, when you put other people through it. Oh, hell nah. But when it's your time, just make sure. I'm telling you. I know. And I'm a woman. I'm a woman. That's why I don't have no desire to fit in with nobody. To fit in, none of that. All that people pleasing shit, that shit over with. Because that's what people, a lot of these people pleasing. I don't need no damn friend Joe to be around me to trauma bond and all that. Hell no, when I'm trying to heal my trauma for real, the trauma that I done walked up on and really had to see and live through on my own, you think I'm trying to trauma bond with somebody? I ain't trying to do that. I ain't trying to do that. If I got to stand alone, I will. I ain't trauma bonded. I just met you and I told half my life story to you. But me talking about things like that really saved me because I probably should be. You can't tell people shit. You can't. Now you sit back and watch, Spirit say. You hear what I'm saying to you? Mm-hmm. And then I try to tell people shit and they cross me. Now I ain't telling you shit else. Now I'm going to sit back and watch karma play out. You feel what I'm saying? I'm telling you. They never gave you an apology. They're going to be apologizing sooner or later. They're going to be like, damn, you was right. I know fucking well I was right. But don't come back to me telling me shit. I already know I was right. I believe. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, Spirit. That's why when I come outside, I be picking up on different energies. Okay? For real. When I come out here, I pick up on so much. If you can just walk, don't walk past me. I get to picking up on shit. I get to smelling your odor. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't right. Somebody pH balance off. Okay? Mm-hmm. Somebody ain't right. And the Spirit say, you think you want what I have? Come and take it. You want, if you want what I have, I want you to come get it. Come and get it. You're going to be crying and begging for mercy. And God know. I'm God's child. I am. And that's why He allowed me to go through something. Now I'm sitting here to give you my testimony. That's why I'm at a standstill. To tell you what's really out there, what I have seen. You know what I'm saying to you? Because everybody thinks all fun and games and stuff. Okay? And now all these people need to understand, why is this happening? because you hid what it is that you went through. You went through hell. You see what I'm saying? Where they thought you came from. They thought you came from heaven. They was gonna steal something from you. You was the sky, baby. You don't even know that you came. I came from hell. Do you know that? Darkness. So I brought my darkness to the light, and you tried to steal that from me. And now you are in a state of confusion and delusion, and you don't understand. And I'm telling you, stop trying to take shit. This is what our mamas teach us. To don't put your hands on things that don't belong to you. See, but even though our spirit said we taught a lot of that, you still disobeyed me, spirit saying. Somebody saying you still disobeyed me. You still have not, you still is willing to take from somebody. And this is why I set this trap right here for you. Because I wanted to see who have really listened, who was going to respect my wishes, who was going to carry and do the right thing, and who was still going to be hot-handed and still want to take something. I went through hell. I went through hell. I promise to God. Not to mention the dude that was in Houston that was so crazy, he was finna throw me out of a car naked. Did throw me out of a car butt naked. Was messing with women all in front of me. You feel what I'm saying? But didn't want to let me go. Was willing to take my life, threw me out of a car butt naked and everything. I had to use my mastermind to make him like let me go. You feel what I'm saying? I had to manipulate him because he was crazy in love. Shit, I had to finesse him just to get away. That's why I left Houston. That ain't none of my family's burdens to carry. You know what I'm saying? The stuff that I had to go through. Okay? And you wasn't finna bring that to my people's house. None of that. No, I wasn't finna have my sister's husbands fighting these niggas that I was choosing to deal with. I made the decision to get that $100 from Jay Prince and them people. They mom and them helped me. Got on that Greyhound and I left. And I never looked back. They said they was going to help me. I was making sure I was going to do the right thing. I sure was. And I left. I ain't say a word. I got on that Greyhound bus with Tony and Cece. My father-in-law had died too. I was finna go. Sure, right? You ain't finna bring that shit to my people's house. When they crazy like that, popping up and all of that shit. I got nieces and nephews here. You ain't finna do none of that. So, they gonna see. Thinking because I'm a woman, I'm weak and I'm soft. And then when I choose to love, it's like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. They be trying to hide it. They be wanting me to hide it. They don't want me to speak on it. And then you damn sure can't say, oh, I did this for you. I'm the one who helped you get. No, the fuck you did. You ain't even speaking about what the hell you went through. You ain't even giving your testimony. You want to own my testimony? You can't own my testimony. I went through the test. You feel what I'm saying? You can't take my testimony from me. My testimony ain't your testimony. When you got your own testimony that you need to be speaking about, that's for everybody. My testimony ain't going to be like your testimony. I did. Don't cry, rejoice. Rejoice. But I'm still alive. I'm still here. By the grace of God, after everything I've been through, I'm still here. And I never wanted to leave my family a bad name. Even though they believed that I was going to try to make it bad for them. I never wanted my family. I wasn't going to put no bad name on y'all. No bad reputation. That's why I ain't never been to jail. I ain't never been in the city jail. I ain't never got locked up and went to federal prison. None of that. I ain't never got a ticket. Every time I got pulled over twice in my life, and both officers let me go. He said, you going straight home, kiddo? I said, yes, sir, I am. They let me go. I promised to God, spirit. I ain't want to do, and they're not even the ones living. The ones who no longer here. The ones no longer here. Now, I ain't saying I don't make mistakes or take risks. I just take risks by myself. And I realize when you with the wrong person, when you with somebody who got bad intentions, all the risks that you can't take to have achievements or move forward, that kind of stops. You know what I'm saying? When something ain't right in the people around you, when you taking all the risks, but they want to take all the power. They want to take all you taking all the risk. You doing all the work, but they want to take all the credit. God say, hell no. Hell no, we gonna stop this right here. And I'm ready to take a risk, but God said, nope. I gotta straighten some shit out. I said, okay, God. I be ready to take risks, and God say, because something ain't right here. I see some shit. That motherfucker got a wandering eye. Oh, ain't no loyalty. God and hear conversations that people done had behind your back that you don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, because he gonna allow you to hear it. But what I'm saying, he gonna make sure your heart in the right place to be able to hear it and shit. When you have good intentions and poured out your heart, God gonna make sure I pour that shit back in, but I'm gonna lock that bitch right back up because you need to hear this. When people ain't right, God gonna always watch those around you. When you done went through hell, and they want to place their hell on you too, it ain't finna happen like that. It ain't finna happen like that. That's why I say it's like worlds coming against each other. You done went through hell, and then other, you know what I'm saying? Why ain't nobody talking about the hell they done been through? Why you ain't talking about the hell you done been through? The hardest thing for me that I learned to accept was losing people that you never got to say goodbye to. That's the hardest thing. Most people, you lose people and you're there. You can say bye. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine people you losing. You lost people, but you never got to say that final goodbye. Or things happen and people, there's no expression, there's no communication. You got to heal yourself through the confusion, the unanswered questions. You forced to heal or you're going to die holding on to it. Wondering why. What did I do wrong? You know what I'm saying? You're going to be forced to move. And you got to move. You got to move. You got to move. You understand? Especially my daddy, Eddie Eugene Horton in Houston. I didn't even know he was sick. I stayed with him when I went to Houston. I stayed with him for a while. My stepmother that he was with, when she had cancer, when I first got down there, she was asking about me. And I don't remember her, but she remembered me for some reason. Edith Williams. She was dying of cancer. They was calling me on the phone. She said, get here now. She loved me, though. And I didn't understand it. And when I got there to that hospice, and I said, I'm here, EI, because they said she was asking for me. She was trying to sit up, reaching for my hand. I grabbed her hand, though. I'm here, EI. And she didn't want nobody else around her. But when I got there, I got by her. I said, look, you beautiful. You strong. And when you get up there now, don't you be up there dancing with Johnny Taylor now. You know, and she kind of chuckled. I couldn't believe she laughed, though. I couldn't believe she laughed, you know. I said, I know you finna be up there dancing with Johnny Taylor. You know what I'm saying? And I was talking to her. I said, you ready? You looking good, girl. You gonna show out when you get to heaven. And she held my hand, but EI passed. She passed away. And she loved me, though. She was a church-going woman. I ain't know her like that, though. She remembered me for some kind of way. I don't know how she remembered me, though. But I say, have no fear. You in God's hands now. I was young talking to people like this, and I was hurting myself. I was hurting my damn self. And I'm young talking to people like this, giving them the strength to cross over, to go on. You gonna give me the strength to they don't even want to give me the strength to live around this bitch. I'm giving people the strength to cross over, yo. I'm helping the dead. And they trying to destroy the living. You feel what I'm saying? They trying to destroy me, shit. I was young talking like that. I was young. I wasn't afraid of no sickness. When my grandmother had that triple bypass surgery, I was little, probably about 8, 9. I used to clean her incision. She had that triple bypass, used to clean her incision, clean her wounds and all that. I remember being a little girl like that. I had no fear of the sick or the dead or the ill, none of that. None of that. It was no sickness. It was no fear. No fear. Yeah. My daddy died, though. My sister, I told her, put him on the phone. I don't know what hospital he was at. Probably Bentall. I don't know what hospital, because I'm out here. This is like last year, 2 years ago. And he was fine though. He said he had COPD though. You know, he's used to smoke that ganja. I ain't seen him in some years though, but when I connected with him in spirit, cause she called me and she said, Tootie, because that's what they call me, Tootie. Daddy in the hospital, you know, he's sick. And I said, well, you know, how he doing? But she told me he was fine though. And I said, well, let me holler at him. Can you he ain't got to talk. Just put the phone by his ear so I can, you know, I was going to say, I love you, Dad, you know. I was going to talk to him. She was like, no, I can't put the phone by, she never put the phone by his ear. Next thing you fucking know, I got a call. Somebody said my daddy passed away. And I was confused like a motherfucker. Like, what you mean daddy passed away if you just said he was good? I'm going to send you his obituary. I'm going to send you one of his locks. Ain't sent me shit, yo. But anyway. And y'all may hear him like, if y'all ever hear a name in spirit, Eddie, that's him. That's Eddie. He got a real deep voice. You may hear Eddie. That's him. He always coming through in spirit. He got a lot to say. Okay? You hear that name. Okay? Just like somebody in spirit, they calling out the name Eva, like Eva, okay? Is a name also. Chris is a name also I be hearing in spirit a lot, okay? And I don't know, that's just the names that's be coming through a lot. Eddie, man, my daddy. I be hearing Eva and I be hearing Chris, okay? Them names be coming through. But anyway, I just want to let him know I loved him. I'm like, damn, what happened? I be trying to connect here with him, like, you ain't gonna never detach me from nobody. I'm gonna always reach out, phone home. I know how to phone home and talk to him. You would never make me feel like I done missed out on some shit. Baby, I'm closer to him than you think. You feel what I'm saying? I'm closer to him than you think. I don't care if you try to never make him say goodbye to me or make me feel unloved, baby. I know how to call him. Okay? Real talk. But anyway, been like that since I was a little girl. Seeing spirits, hearing spirits, and talking to him. But he said he was going in for a routine checkup. That's what they told him. But he said it wasn't no damn routine checkup. They tried to convince him and manipulate him and tell him he had COVID. But he said, I ain't had no damn COVID. So they act like they was giving him a COVID test. But allegedly, he said the medicine they gave him is what sent his heart into shock. Like made his heart, you know what I'm saying? A lot of pain on his heart. That's what he told me. He mad at somebody too, okay? That's what he said. The medicine that they gave him choked him up. He said he couldn't breathe, and he felt like this was tightening up, and it was the medicine. That's what he told me. He said he ain't have COVID though. He said, lied to me. I know it, Daddy. I just wanted to know what happened to you. And I heard him say, pray for me, and I did pray for him. I was outside of the basketball court. He said, pray for me, and I prayed for him. I did. I prayed for him. Yeah. In the same way I've been talking to him, seeing them and hearing them since I was a child. It's amazing. And that's why Spirit is showing me that. All these people trying to take my life. Not even know that I had already passed away. I came forth from in spirit. I was initiated in spirit in death. You know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? And it's like spirit showed that to me. So now they see me and they looking like, oh, that's life. I want that. They don't even know they manifested their own demise. Because that's the truth. But guess what though? In spirit you are awake, and when you are here, you know nothing. You're dead. And that's why spirit say all these people coming towards you looking for answers. They need to know what's coming next. They have no idea. They're blocked. They don't understand. Because they believed more of this world. They idolized this world more than knowing the truth where they came forth. But you know what I'm saying? Never forget where you come from. And I don't know if they wanted me to forget where I come from in spirit. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, spirit. That's why the devil mad right now, Dad. The devil mad. The devil is mad. The devil mad. Because they try to trick him or something like that. They tricked him. Spirit say that. And I see the underworld. You call it the underworld, or whatever you want to call it. But the spirit world, the underworld. To me, this was heaven on earth. Having this experience was heaven on earth. You know what I'm saying? As I'm hearing on earth as it is in heaven. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. That's what I'm hearing. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And that's why you're going to see a lot of chaos. And you're going to see people, it's like they're being tortured alive. It's going to be like, you ain't going to understand people. You're like, damn, what's going on with them? You know what I'm saying? You're going to be looking at people like, damn. That's why people trying to get in your energy. They want you to save them and cover them and all that shit. Something about your energy have manifested. It's like there's nowhere to run. Spirit said they can't run. They can't run. It's nowhere to run or hide. Something is over with. You can't go nowhere.